My name is Simo, and today I will share you our story how I built a house, our house. You know the song, in the middle of our street, our house in the middle of our street, something like that. But but the first criteria in the build of our house was that it should be an old building that we are going to adjust to our needs. That's one of the basic rules of sustainability, that you try to avoid creating new spaces, but try to renovate or restore or build, demolish and replace an old one. So we found a plot of land where there was an old barn for animals made from limestone, and then there was a foundation, just plain foundations that the last owner never had not built upon it. So we began the first phase of the project with the restoration, or actually restructuring the barn, because the building construction had many faults in it, and basically all of the timber used there was rotten. So we changed the roof, we re-insulated the walls and put new doors and windows, etc. A new floor. I dug up the old floor. It was just wooden boards and rotten cardboard. so so we insulated the floor and put around 1 meter of layers of different stuff under our current floor. And then I plastered the whole house with lime plaster. In one part I did a clay plaster. We built a sauna, of course. When you have Finnish roots, you must have sauna in your house. Actually, in Estonia there is sauna in each house as well. And sauna is not Finnish word, it's Finno-Ugric word. We use in Estonia also the word sauna. Saun! And leil, löyly, leil. So for the sauna enthusiasts over here. But the principle was that I would use materials that are environmentally adjust, and they are good for the inhabitants of the house. So the important part was to find the right insulation, and we used the insulation that we are selling with our company from Hunton. So it's a wood fiber boards, wood fiber insulation. So yeah, it's just great thing. You can basically sleep on it, and it's a cold climate, so it's so you must have at least 200 mils of insulation or more, 250, 300, and then you are happy and content in the winter. Also, for the sub base of the plaster, I used the reed mats and timber, of course, from our forests, etc. So local timber was another important material. And the windows and the doors we also bought from a local company that produces them. So another aim was that we will not bring that much of stuff from all around the world in there, but more local. Okay, some limestone I found, that I made a stone floor, and that limestone comes from Germany, and the stone from which we made the countertops, that's from India. Okay, they came far away, but local lime plaster, and we had this amazing company, Savi Ukumaja, uku.eu, which makes really fine graded lime plasters, stucco, marmorino, grazello, etc. That Tadelakt, and another thing I made made our bathroom. I made it from stone, so it was in the stone walls. But then I plastered it with stucco, and then I made a bathtub where you can jump in and have a bath. Yeah, I made it from Tadelakt, and the base or the form of the structure of the bathtub I made from the stones that I foraged by the sea, and they were paramagnetic stones. So it's just amazing stuff. And then I plastered it, and then I plastered it with Tadelakt, and I started scratching with the stone. And no, it's not the Tadelakt from Morocco, but from our south of our country. Yeah. So I made, and then we had all kinds of like the patio in the front of the house was like sand because we were doing some pipe works and piping, and so I made a stone patio over there. I just collected each morning. I went to collect stones. I brought limestones, and then I brought some sandstone with fluorite in it. So it's kind of a darkish brown, a little bit purple, so special stone, and it's really smooth. So I used that stone for those purposes. And what else did we do? and okay, and then we were low on cash, and we thought we will and low on time, so we thought, okay, let's buy our kitchenware from IKEA. So fortunately we got our IKEA cupboards and everything are made in Lithuania, so nearby. So that's another funny thing that we discovered. But one thing that was really important, that when you create a sustainable house, that you don't use some insulation materials, plasters, paints, and that release toxic chemicals into the air. Or if you use, then you will have to counterbalance it with a really good inner climate. So lime blaster, clay blaster, etc. And then we had this problem like which you have with stone barns, that there was excess humidity, yeah. And I lime washed the stone barn from the outside, and it was so interesting. I began to lime wash, and suddenly we could feel inside how the humidity was changing day by day when I was lime washing the outside. And then I made the outside of the house. We had this red corrugated steel roofing, and then those sheet boarding, or how do you say, also red. So it's interesting because we have red and white house. These are crazy colors. I never thought I would live in a house that is red and white. It's just pure accident, or just, oh, let's try this. It seems interesting. So another thing is to connect, as to not to be too much reliant on the outside systems. We made a central heating system with our wood burning stove, so we can cook our food and our food. Yeah, we can burn our wood and cook our food. Yeah, and heat the house. Also the sauna heats the house as well. So we get our wood from our own premises, from our own grounds. Next part would be that we will put in onto the roof the solar heating systems, that we get the warm water from the solar, yeah, from the solar panels. And then we are going to create a solar panel system that we could have our own electricity. So from that point, if you get enough solar power, I could consider buying an electrical vehicle, an electric car. At the moment, I'm quite skeptic about them. We had minus 20 degrees for a few weeks, and all the Teslas and all that shit started breaking down. All the Hyundais and all the electric cars, they just didn't work when it was real cold. So I began become I'm really skeptical about them at the moment. Too early, the governments are pushing the electrical revolution too early. I believe in hydrogen cars. That could be another revolution. What and next we are planning to build a new house, and over that roof we are planning to do a solar roof. There's our Estonian company Roofit Solar that makes solar roofs that you get electricity from your roof. Like you don't have to have some panels, but you have solar roof. Easy. And that's that's a thing to where we are aiming for, and going to excavate some local stones and rocks and build some beautiful things. Now soon there will be spring, so I will order myself few or a set of rock shaping tools and rock axe, so I could start shaping the rocks for the next phase of the build. So yeah, but sustainability is all about how you can sustain life, how you can be more self-reliant, but at the same time harness the systems around you. And of course we have our own well, we have our own water. We don't rely on the public sewage system. We have our own system. So that's another important thing. So I wish you all the best, and I must say that every one of us can build their own house. So goodbye.